Hey Decide Destiny crew, Kyle Socrates here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to bring back those beautiful humanity-focused qualities. You know, the natural way that you connect with people, the natural way that you actually want to help, the way that you actually want to alleviate some of their stresses, some of their concerns, some of their problems, some of their worries. You know how much of stress is an impact on health, and you want to save them. You know, you want to rescue them. That natural humanity-focused quality that we all have within us. You see an oncoming car or bus, and you see someone in the way, and you want to push them out of the way. You know, so that's what we're talking about here. Is that natural nature of the human being. And I was actually in a cafe recently, and I had this gentleman sitting kind of to the side of me, and I was talking to someone on a meeting, video call on the phone, and just we were talking about all sorts of topics. And then the person mentioned something to me about an alternative coin, an alternative economy, element, and like one of these Bitcoin things like that. And I knew about it. I knew about a few others. I knew about different sort of things, and I had my own sort of knowledge base. Anyway, the meeting finished up, and this person turned to me and they said, "Kyle, is it?" And so I have no idea who this person is. There's no relation here, no connection. We haven't met each other before. And just turns to me and says, "Kyle, yeah." I said, "Yeah, that's my name." And he said, "Oh, look, I don't mean to pry. I don't mean to eavesdrop, but I just have to share something and get something off my chest." So, okay. He says, "Don't trust that person about that particular, alternative, thing. Don't trust that person. That thing is a pyramid scheme. It's, I know lots of people that are trying to get out. They've put all their money into it, and now they're struggling, all this sort of stuff." And now this isn't a scare, because there's lots of alternative currencies, alternative ways of using the economy that work well, that have helped people to have residual income, that have helped people to really decentralize, where they put a lot of their assets. So this is not to take a dig at them, but it was just this particular one that he had a concern for, and he just had this passion and this vigor and this energy just to say, "I don't want you, someone that I don't even know, someone that seems like an okay person, after not even meeting him, but just sitting by his side, I don't want you to have to go down this road and feel this pain and have this problem, and I'm concerned about you causing any self-harm through this decision you're going to make." So it's amazing, and he really shared that, and he said, I shook his hand. He said, "All the best to you." I said, "All the best to you as well," and appreciated that. Doesn't mean that I'm going to follow everything he said. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy into everything he said or believe everything he said. But I appreciate that he cared, and that's the beauty of it. And I think getting back to that humanity-focused sort of natural way of being a human being is actually showing that care, showing that consideration, regardless if I believe what you believe, regardless if I'm buying into what you're selling me or telling me. But you care for me as a human being, and that is plenty. I appreciate that. You care about me. You don't want me to bring something into my world, into my life, into me, and harm myself with the decision I make, the short-term decision I make, with this suggestion by someone else, and you reach out and you try and help me. That's the beauty of the human being to me. That really, really is, and I treasure moments like that. Sometimes, some people have these unusual moments and I seem to have quite a few of them with certain people. But to me, I just excavate the beauty out of that moment. So if we can get away from the vile vilification, the judgment, the if you don't believe what I believe, then you're dirt, you're terrible, and you should go to this and go to that. If we can get away from that and come back to, it doesn't matter what you believe, doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're not someone who harms, it intentionally goes out of your way and harms people, then I care for you as a human being. If you do that, then there's ways in which that we can try and help you, be a better human being. But at the end of the day, I care for you and I want you to do well. It's just a natural way of being. So let's get back to that, guys. Let's get back to that natural way of human being. Awesome. Share this around for anyone else, who maybe is getting caught up in some other narrative of how they've got to be divisive or hate their neighbour or tear each other apart over really a lot of minutiae and ridiculous sort of details that don't really matter in the greater scheme of life. Share this around with anyone else who might help out. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.